Hello YouTube, welcome back to the channel. So in this video, we're gonna be installing this Dinantronics Sport piggyback tail module into my N55 BMW. This module works with a number of different cars. So any BMW that has the N20, the N26, the N55 engine, whether it's the 1, 2, 3, 5, whatever series of cars, this module is compatible with this engine, and it's a very easy install. Now, why would somebody want to use something like this? One, if you just want to have a quick, easy tune, you can use something like this to get maybe an extra 30 to 40 horsepower. On my engine, the N55, it gives you an additional 30 horsepower as well as, I believe, 40 pound-feet of torque. So this engine is rated for 300 horsepower and 300 pound-feet of torque from the factory. However, by the time the power makes it from the engine, from the crank to the wheels, there is an average of 15 to 20% of power loss due to a number of different factors. So this box kind of adds back in a fraction of that power loss, makes your car feel a lot more responsive. You don't feel it a lot when you're driving around town, but if you are into the pedal, if you're at wide open throttle or you're driving the car aggressively, that's when you start to notice the effect of this. So what I have in my hand is the sport module from Dinan. So this acts as a bridge between your T-map or your pressure sensor on your charge pipe. You just unplug that and then you just insert this between the sensor on the charge pipe and the line coming in to that sensor. I also have 2 zip ties so that I can secure this so it's not flopping around in the engine bay. Before you start the install, a few things you need to do. So the very first thing is open the hood, close the car, turn off the car, take the key for the car, especially if you have comfort access on your BMW, take the key and put it away like a good distance away from the car and let the car rest for maybe 5 to 10 minutes so that the ECU goes to sleep. Once the ECU is asleep and the car is locked, then you can go ahead and unplug the pressure sensor, install this, and then just test it out. There also is an app on the that can be downloaded to tune this box. The box has maybe 5 or 6 different modes. There's a valet mode, there's stock, Sport, Sport Plus, and Race. So it comes configured in the Sport Plus setting. So if you want to change it, let's say you go to dinner or something and you don't want anyone beating on your car, you can put it in valet mode and it decreases the amount of boost that goes from, you know, your turbos to the car. Or if you want to get a little more responsiveness, you can change it from Sport Plus to Race, etc. I'll be leaving it in Sport Plus for now. I just want to make sure that the module works, the car acclimatizes itself to the module, and then maybe at some point I may start playing around with it. But for now, the car's been turned off for a couple of minutes now. We're gonna wait a few more minutes and go do the install. It's really, really easy. All right guys, so we are now in the engine bay and we're getting ready to unplug the sensor. So it's right here on my charge pipe. I've already upgraded my charge pipe from plastic to metal. So I have really quick access to the sensor right there. So all I need to do is reach in, squeeze this thing at the end, and then I should be able to pull this out. All right guys, so now that we have the sensor disconnected, we can go ahead and start plugging in the module. So we're going to take the male end, that wire, and we're going to plug it into the female end of the module, and then the male end of the module we're going to plug into the charge pipe. So let's go about doing this. Okay, that's a good satisfying click. Then we're gonna take the male end, plug it into the charge pipe. That's a nice satisfying click. And now what you want to do is kind of route the module away from like the hottest part of the engine. So you can find somewhere, maybe like right here. I'll take the zip tie and add it right there. And the module has this little hole right there, so you can pass the zip tie through. And we're going to secure this. Okay. And here you go. So that's right there, and it's not going to move around. Tighten it up so it's not sliding around. All right, and that's it. So this is my module. It's plugged in to the T-map sensor on the charge pipe. And now the only thing left to do is to get in the car and see if the car recognizes it. All right, guys, so here we are. We're back in the car. We've just completed the install of that Dinantronics Sport module under the hood. And now we're going to see if we can connect to the module. So we're not going to turn the car on. So we're just going to hit the start button. My foot is not on the brake. I'm just going to hit the start button just once. This is the Dinan Sport App. Okay, so it seems like it found the module. Click done. And on the screen, it seems as if it's configured to stock. So we have the valet mode, stock, sport, sport plus, and race. So I am going to configure it to sport. And I think that's all there is to it. You really can't do much in this app. I'll be playing around with some of the other modes, you know, to see what it does, like what does race do and sport, etc. But for the most part, I just wanted to verify that it was in the stock setting. And it says it gives you a boost of 2 psi and a peak of 2. So this car from the factory comes with 9 to 10 psi. Don't quote me on that. So it seems as if this is just giving you an extra boost of 2 psi. So anyway, I'll be testing this unit out over the next few days and weeks, just to see if it makes sense. I paid $100 for this unit. I saw it on Marketplace. I should have mentioned this very early on. I saw it on Marketplace for like $100. They normally go for $260 to $290. At $100, no brainer. But if you're gonna be spending, you know, close to $300 for this, you may want to put some extra money in and get a proper tune. But the benefit of this is, if you don't want to void your warranty, you don't want to do anything crazy, you can just plug this in, and then when it's time to go in for service, you can disconnect it, etc. But yeah, for $100, I mean, no brainer. If you're gonna spend more than $300, then there are some other tunes on the market that might be make a little more sense. So anyway, guys, thanks for checking out the video. Please click like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you on the next one. And I will give you an update on this install maybe in the next couple of weeks or so. So peace.